Okay, there's a for lease sign. Business zone. Lots of car dealerships here. We're going to come up on one that opened up recently. Of course, a little bit further back, I'll have to hit it on the way home. There was one that opened up and it closed right away. There's a large retail space available. This is Maryland 152 for lease. More space available. Alright, here's some more space. I had to turn out the camera a little bit because there was a state trooper right next to me, so probably not a good idea to be holding the camera on the steering wheel while the state trooper is next to you. You never know what kind of excuse they'll use to pull you over and beat the hell out of you. 10 lots for sale. Realtor sign commercial for rent. Okay, we're going to be passing some car dealerships here. One I'm going to point out is this ugly yellow one coming up. It's formerly Easternmost. About a year and a half ago they moved in, and within, let's say about 6 months ago, they closed up shop. Actually, that was an old roadhouse type of inn. They tried it for Baltimore for a while until he got kind of sent out on his way for, I can't remember the exact situation. I think it was past another place that was a dealership that was closed. I think we already passed one that was along here that didn't make the cut for Chrysler, so they're going to be trying to add another product. Read in the paper that a couple of local dealerships here in Harford County, they're losing the lines, but they're not necessarily closing, so good news for them, I guess. For rent, more retail, storage. Just a note, it looks like they're expanding, I believe, this road here just past what used to be an old kind of roadhouse, so to speak, and they've torn that down. You can see all the orange barrels, so they're getting ready for the BRAC movement, the base realignment and closure. This area is kind of making out big with that, and that's why I think in some ways this area is somewhat sheltered from the economic collapse, in the sense that a lot of government dollars flowing in, a lot of more people moving in, so that's going to kind of artificially bump up the real estate here. Another for sale. Seen a lot of that. And this particular road, Bel Air Road, also Route 1 South, it basically is an older version of Route 95 or Interstate 95, in a sense that this is what was primarily a route north, and a little bit farther over, which I'll try to ride on the way back, really pretty ride, is the Harford Road, which is even an older road. So this is where you're going to see a lot of the older established neighborhoods along this road, and it leads directly into the heart of Baltimore. I've been noticing more and more retail space going up, and by retail I mean, generally a lot of these businesses along this road are old houses and that type of thing, but you're seeing more for rent, for sale, for lease, etc., etc. So, and then there's new construction too, which is kind of bizarre, but a lot of that was probably already in the works. Okay, coming up, we got some more stuff going on. New CVS, that's what every area needs, is another drugstore. That seems to be what a lot of the new construction is. There's been 2 or 3 new drugstores where I live, and This is Perry Hall here. Okay, more retail space available, as you can see, for lease. That's available. It was probably like a cell phone store before or something. RKS Realty, again, available. Here's another one for lease, commercial property. See what I mean about the house? Over there, Bay Home Title for lease. This is a pretty densely populated area too. You can see there's Safeway over there. Office space for rent. Again, LB Retail. Again, for lease. Soup upper level. Again, for lease. For sale. For sale. For lease. For rent. For lease. Again, on these spots, you know, these are probably places that, you know, hell, maybe 4 to 6 employees, or, you know, maybe up to 10. But you multiply it. That was a short little area that I just did. That's about 50 to 100 jobs in just one, not even a mile stretch of road. So for a community like this, probably hits it pretty hard. Again, for sale, sell, for rent, lot for sale, house for sale, and Foster sign. It'd be space available for lease over here. For lease, office retail, and on the radio the news said that 100 employees from ESPN were let go in light of GM about declared bankruptcy because auto dealers are the biggest advertiser on ESPN. So you might as well beat the punchline, so to speak. So 100 employees from ESPN. Not that I really watch ESPN, but now this, we're about to come up on Route 41. Again, we're on Joppa Road right now. Yeah, I'm driving down here, and the interesting thing to note is you see all this retail space available and whatnot, but I don't see any banks closing. I don't see any bank space available. You know, maybe one of those places that we drove by or that we saw were banks formerly, but I don't think so. If anything, I see more branches opening up, and you gotta wonder what's going on, because there's so many small businesses going out. They're going to be scrapping for those last dollars, so to speak. Banks look to be doing fine. The rest of small business, not so hot. Now, I'm actually in Baltimore. I haven't seen as much for sale. So that's kind of interesting development. I know that there's places that have a lot of that, but this particular area doesn't. So once I got onto Route 41, it seemed like everything was pretty much taken for the most part. You know, you got the city hippie type folk, vegetarians and whatnot. They kind of live in this area.
Diagonal left turn.
Close to Hamden, I guess is the area name. I've been down there every week. Lots of rainbows outside of businesses, if you get what I mean.